It's a beautiful morning this morning on our last full day here in Devon of our holiday, and I've just run down the hill that you can see behind me. One of the most exhilarating feelings I've had in a while. Really good fun, but as I didn't know which way I was going or where I was going, I had to be quite careful in terms of my pace and my footing. Well, from the beach I've just climbed up probably a couple of 100 metres of ascent. It's really hard work, as you can tell from my breathing. I also had to negotiate a field of very curious cows, which I'm not looking forward to on the way back. So this is a path that I've just run down, and what I love about running along the coast is you can run along and it looks like just a normal path in the countryside, and then the hedge falls away and you're treated with a view like this. So I've just started a descent and it's looking like it's going to be really steep, so I'm going to have to be really sure of my footing, take short steps and not get too out of control in terms of pace, to make sure I can always stop or change direction if I need to. So I've just discovered this little beach. I've got it completely to myself, apart from all this wildlife you can see behind me. On the rock just out to sea slightly is a whole load of what they call Brixham penguins, or the cormorants that live around here and up at Berry Head National Nature Reserve. So from this beach, my next challenge is to get past that horse you can see in the distance and his brown friend just to the left of him, as I head up to the third and final peak of this morning's run. We're at the top of what's planned as the third peak of this run along this southwest coastal path in Devon. Just been attacked by a fly there. If you just pan around, you'll see gorgeous view it is today. I really have got the whole place all to myself. Behind me you can see the previous summit, and if we pan down, that's the beach that I've just come up from. Now, coming up hills this steep, you can run up them, but you waste an awful lot of energy. What's often easier is to almost hike up using your hands, pushing on your quads as you go with each stride. It's just as effective in terms of speed, but it doesn't wear you out quite as much as trying to run up it. This final stretch up the last hill has been a bit of a long buster. I've got to do it all again on the way back, but I'm looking forward to it because of the views I get. I just want to go a little bit further and see what's behind this next part of the path. It's always my problem. I'm so curious to see what's next. I often end up running longer than I mean to. Why stop when it's so much fun? So despite everything in me that wants to carry on along this really inviting trail path along the southwest coast in Devon, I've been for a 5k run already, and I now need to run the same distance to get back, up and down 3 more pretty sizable hills. So it's time to head back and enjoy all the things that I've explored and seen on my adventures today. Didn't look over my shoulder before to see this great view, so I'm glad I got to see it now. Running along coastal trails is definitely not for the weak-hearted. So here's my path, and as you can see, the side of the path just falls away straight down to the sea. So as I've come down this really steep hill, as you can see behind me, I've just been walking down really carefully because just here behind me you'll see there's a horse there and another one just behind me as well, just in the shade of the trees. I don't want to startle them or scare them. It just means when you're running along the coast you need to just respect anything and everything that is there already. And if I tilt the camera up straight, you'll see the kind of gradient that I'm talking about. So they didn't fancy moving as I came down that hill, so I decided to take my own path, a little bit muckier, but stops them feeling anxious and also stops me from worrying. An important part to remember when you're planning your run along the coast is, due to how hilly it can be, it's really worth thinking about realistically how far you intend to run, especially if you're doing a run like I've done today, which is an out and back run, turning around at the halfway point and following your way back again. Because of all the ascents, it can be really punishing and tire out a lot quicker than perhaps you'd expect when you're planning it on an app like Google Maps or something like that. So just a tip from me, be realistic in terms of how much ground you're going to cover. My footwear choice today are the Innovate mud claws for this trail path and for the really steep ascents and descents. Main reason I chose these is their amazing grip underneath, so that my footing is really sure and I can just enjoy the run. So that's been my run today along the southwest coast in Devon. It's been really hilly, but fantastic views, really fun running, and I hope this video will inspire you to get out wherever you happen to be and enjoy the great outdoors. See you next time.